Hey guys, how we doing? This is Keith on the One Recovery Radio Network. This is the Big Things by Nine podcast. Today is Monday, January 3rd, 2022. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good New Year's. I guess it's just another year that's gone by. COVID, is still, it's still a tough one to beat. And, there's another strain out there, which supposedly people aren't getting as sick. But if you don't want to get sick, the best way to go about it, go get vaccinated. I'm all about people having they have a choice. This is America. You don't have to get your vaccine. I'm all about that. But, if I would say that would probably be the smartest thing to do, but maybe not as, I was thinking about saying, selfishness, but, it's, you got to choose who you want to be around, and there's a couple of people that I do know that are not vaccinated. Spend a little bit of time with them here and there, but if you're going to come up to my apartment and hang out, I would really prefer if you're vaccinated. But I was on the fence for a while about it. My mom kept on poking at me about it, and finally just said, screw it, just get it, and here I am. I was 2 years into COVID, haven't gotten sick, so I'm grateful for that. So, but anyway, enough talk on that for now. Again, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody had a safe New Year's Eve and safe New Year's. We're ready here at Big Things by Nine. We're ready for our biggest year yet, 2022. We can't wait to get this thing going. We have a lot of new things we're going to be doing, and we have some good guests lined up. So, we're excited. We're looking forward to it. And, again, I want to thank all you guys for everything you've done and all the support that you've given us, over the last year. We really appreciate you, and, you make us better. We do this podcast to help others and to better ourselves, and hope at the same time maybe you could take something from it and you could better yourself. So, that's important. It's very important. Hey, wanted to give a shout out, guys. Smokers Guru, Wayne's Corner, 13th South and State Street. Check them out. They got every kind of juice you can think of. They got hold on, what was it? They got all the Naked brands. They had this Fruitia. Just check them out. Their prices are cheaper, than pretty much anybody in the valley. Because I know e-juice, the price has gone up tremendously in the past few years. Kind of surprising how much it's gone up, but these guys they'll help you out, and just go in there and tell them what you want, and they'll see what they can do for you, because they're good guys over there. They are. I appreciate them. I've known them for about probably 4 or 5 years now, so that's where I used to go all the time. So, but anyway, yeah, shout out to Smokers Guru. We have some questions today, but before we do that, I just wanted to kind of continue running through a few more shout outs. Tisa, hey, we love you. Tisa's down in Vegas. She provides a lot of help. She's a moderator on some of her message boards online, and we appreciate that. She's also a spirituality advisor on our advisory board, and she's there because she's there to give us insight on everything, because spirituality, there's a lot behind that, and Tisa really breaks it down and explains it to us really well, and that's why we love Tisa. We appreciate it for that, and Tisa's family. So Tisa, we love you, and thanks for spending time with us, and we look forward to 2022 having you on quite a bit. So shout outs to Tisa. Next one, you heard the ad, Lavender Lines Bath and Body. Check them out, Facebook, Instagram, their website, Lavender Lions Bath and Body, Lavender Lions Bath and Body. Right now, the specials, she's got pretty much all the Christmas stuff in the entire store. She's going 50% off on everything, just flat 50%. So, if you want to buy some stuff cheap, if you want to get some stuff even for next year, 50% off. They're over in Mill Creek. We will post the address in the description of the podcast. So, love you, Cindy, and thanks for not only what you do with that, but thank you for supporting us and everything we do. And I know you do a good job with Tisa on our Facebook, and we love you, and we're so happy to have you, and hopefully we can have you even more in 2022. But okay, next, our buddy Andrew. You haven't heard him on here in a while. Andrew, he had a stroke. right around Christmas, and he's been in the hospital since. Hopefully he's getting out soon. I don't really have too much to report on the status because I don't know and I don't want to speculate on anything, but I'm hoping to talk to Andrew in the next couple of days and I'll report back. But I know Andrew appreciates all the prayers and, all you guys because, Andrew's 37, I think 38, and he had a stroke. That's young. That's very young. So he appreciates all you guys and keep the prayers coming. I think that's awesome. So, but okay. So anyway, let's take a question. Okay, this is from Jennifer in Salt Lake. All right, how is it to date someone who is a drinker? My experience with this has been on the drinker side of things. I would say difficult, but I don't know if you're talking about a drinker or an alcoholic. We'll talk about both, but I know like when I was really bad into drinking back in the past, my girlfriend at the time, she put up with me to the best of her ability, the best she could do, but no matter what you do, it's not enough. It's being an alcoholic is hell. I've been an alcoholic, I've been an addict, but I will tell you, alcohol, especially when you want to get off of it, it's a dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous thing. And I've come off of a lot of drugs before, but alcohol, that's the number one. When I think of my addiction through all my years, alcohol is the one thing that pops in my head first. Not opiates, benzos, no, alcohol, straight up alcohol. So, but it's difficult. But if you look at it this way, if you're I've dated girls that are since I've been in sobriety, and it's girls that drink casually. I mean, I'm fine with it, but just because I'm fine doesn't mean you're fine with it, because I know people that have really had a tough time with that, and it's like for me, it's like I don't care if you have a glass of wine in front of me. That's your thing. That's great. It's not going to affect me either way. So it all depends who you're with, but the main thing is I would say be honest, and that's what's going to kind of lead us into our next question. But we're going to step aside on that one, and we're going to hold on. Let me find it real quick. So moving on, our good friends up at the Hill, they had a really good article today that I really enjoyed, but it was an eye-opener. Title of it's After a Brutal Year of Overdose Deaths, the U.S. Needs Urgent Coordinated Action. I agree. We hit 100,000 deaths last year for overdose. That is way too many. I know Narcan, people are able to get their hands on it, which is great. Get it while you can. I got a few things of it with me because you never know, and even I was watching a show last night on Netflix, and someone was ODing, and they talked about the Narcan and the spray, and they used it and the person lived. So, the fact that Hollywood's even talking about it, it's a big deal, and, but it's just over a 500,000 people. Hold on, I'm sorry, that was wrong. Don't quote me on that. But 100,000 people, that's one too many, and it's sad because these people, they have they have parents. That's somebody's kid, and it just, that number breaks my heart. I've Narcan quite a few people in my day. Not like I'm proud of it or anything, but it's like, yes, I had it because I didn't go anywhere without it. When I was an opioid user, I always had it in my backpack, 2-3 things of it, always, no matter what. And I've had to, using the needle one, because the nasal spray came out a couple years back, but it used to be they had a big old needle on it. You draw it right up and you jam it right into their leg. And I've done that on many people before, and it sticks with you, man. That shit fucked you up, like just, I don't know. I know I've had nightmares about getting the Narcan out and it's expired or it doesn't work or something. It's just like paranoia. But we have a lot of good people. We have a lot of good organizations out there that you can get Narcan from. If you're looking for if you truly do want to get your hands on some, send us an email, bigthings9 at gmail.com, bigthings9 at gmail.com. If you need Narcan, send us an email, and we will tell you, where's the closest place that you can get it, because I think it's something that It's small. It doesn't take up much space. I know, like in my building, we have a thing by the elevator that's got the nasal spray, which is awesome. I wish all like apartment complexes would do that because I don't know if it's ever have been used here or not, but just having it there, because God, ODing on heroin or opiates is so awful, such an awful predicament to be in. So so the goal really is to get as many people get their hands on Narcan. I want to everybody needs to have it. You never know. You never know. Even if you don't even know somebody in addiction, you just never know. So check it out, guys. Narcan. It's a good thing. It saves lives. I'd love to see so we lost 100,000. I would love to see the numbers of how many people were actually saved last year because of that. I'll get back to that. Let me see something real quick on here. Okay. So another issue that's being this is a really bad spot. We all know what fentanyl is. It's a different form of an opiate, and people now cut heroin with it because it packs a punch that you don't get with heroin. I mean, you do like the first few times you use, obviously, but it's the one thing that will continue over time to pack a punch for you. But it's lethal. I know it's manufactured in China, and they get it to Mexico, and Mexico cooks it up, mixing it with heroin or whatever the hell, or even crystal meth. And they're also pressing pills. You can get these Xanax bars pressed with fentanyl. That right there. That's a death sentence because when you mix opiates or whatever with benzos, you're asking to die. I've met many people over the years who take. Let's put it this way. I've had many people over the years that have overdosed, not necessarily died, but a lot of overdoses, and it was because even if they took a Xanax the night before, just having those benzos in your system increases your chance of having a relapse. Not relapse, but chance of death or overdose. So but the fentanyl, the issue with fentanyl that I'm finding out is that when you Narcan someone on heroin, you're going to pop them right out of it. I've heard on fentanyl, people are sometimes having to go, 3, 4, even 5 times just to get somebody to snap out of that overdose mode that the fentanyl puts you in. So, again, it's having Narcan and then awareness. I try to get out and talk to people as much as I can. I live very close to downtown, so I see people all the time that are addicts, and I like to talk to people and just find out what's going around and what can be done. And I was talking to this girl last week, and she was just right near my place. She's homeless, and I just started talking to her and talked to her about fentanyl, and she was the one that kind of opened my eyes up and how fentanyl is the thing. It's not like it was 3, 4, even 5 years ago when it was all heroin. I mean, fentanyl is spread across this nation quicker than heroin did, at that time, just because people want it, as fucked up as this sounds, people say you're going to the block, that used to be the block, say you're going to pick up, and you hear somebody saying, oh, so-and-so OD'd, and then you pop up and said, oh, someone OD'd, where did they get it from? Because you want that dope, because it's good dope. That's fucked up. But it is. That's the reality of it. People overdose because the dope's good and they're not taking care of themselves the right way, So it's that's a stupid question to ask. I've heard it numerous times. If I heard somebody saying that now around me, I'd probably slap them, backhand slap them. But enough on fentanyl. All right, so let me see. Okay, this is a tough one. How do you explain... Oh, sorry. This is from Patty in Layton. All right, Patty. How do you explain your addiction to someone new or someone you were dating early on? Okay. That's a tough question because you don't... It really depends on how well they are educated on addiction. Nobody will truly know since they've actually done it. But you just gotta talk to who you're with, and you gotta explain it to them. And start soft. Don't dive right into it, but give them what they can handle. Don't overdo it. And you can give them pieces of it over time. That's how I would do it. Don't overload them, but make them be aware and just understand what you've been through and what you're trying to do in sobriety. Because I'll tell you something, like, I've met some of the best people I've ever met have been in sobriety. Like we're a smart group of people, and we know a lot, and because we've lived it, we've learned a lot, So, I just take it one step at a time. That's all I got to say for that. But anyway, that's about all we have for this evening. Thank you to everybody: Eric, Andrew, Tisa, Cindy, all of you. We love you. And we'll be having some guests on later in the week. And hope you continue to have a good week with the new year. See you guys.